Matt Freeze could be in trouble here. The US... That falls for Lukaku. That falls for Lukaku.
You want to know how I feel? I feel pissed. You want to know why I'm pissed? Why am I feeling pissed? It's because our team lost. We lost so many times. Every World Cup we play, we lost. But this year, we lost again. Once more. Yeah. That's freaking perfect. And you want to know why? That's not only that we lost so many times. Remember that the U20 World Cup? That this goalkeeper was supposed to block the freaking ball and then it scored. Morocco just let it score anyways. All he had to do is block the dang ball! And now Matt Freeze. Matt freaking Freeze. This year, we are fighting Belgium. Belgium only has 2. We only got 1. This is not good for us. And I knew Belgium is dominant. This is exactly why we need Senegal to win. But Belgium robbed Senegal for good. They robbed them, especially that last score. They had to score 3, and Senegal has 2 because of the penalties. But yeah. And also, yeah, Belgium wins. I knew European countries are dominant. But that round 16? Yeah. Belgium only has 2 points. But then Matt Freeze was supposed to kick the ball away as they told him. And he just let the Belgians get the ball, take advantage, and kick straight to the goal, score 3. And now they score 4 at the last freaking minute. Next time, if you're a goalkeeper, all you have to do is block the damn ball! You log of shits! Block the damn ball. I don't shed tears as I watch my team win, as I watch my team lose. I'm genuinely pissed. I'm genuinely pissed off. I'm genuinely pissed off about this. I'm sick of this shit. Anyways, welcome to my channel. Welcome to EXETV Sports. But yeah, Anyways, we're going to be review round 16. I'm going to recap it and see what my predictions I got right. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right. 0 out of 8. All right. Let's see what I got it right or wrong. Got my predictions right or I got my predictions wrong. Let's find out. Well, I'm going to talk about this. All right. June 4th, Saturday, Independence Day. Yep, Independence Day, which means the 4th of July with this America's birth of freedom. It was so fun that I guys showed you the decorations on the kitchen on live. But yeah, all I want is the Egypt to lose, but no, Egypt wins against Argentina. But turns out Argentina made a comeback, and Egypt's been robbed as well. So yeah, thanks to their so-called European heritage, as I've seen on the news headlines on the web, on Google. But anyways, we got Canada versus Morocco, and my prediction score is 1-2. 1 for Canada, 2 for Morocco. But unfortunately, Canada scored none, and Morocco scored 3. And yes, wow, Jesse Marsh, the head coach for Canada, was supposed to be substituted out for Davies. I got the Davies Cup from McDonald's, but I don't see Davies. Where's Davies? I seen on commercial, but why not Davies? Kone's rig's broken, but now you didn't send Davies? Wow. Just wow. Do your freaking job next time, Jesse, I swear. But hey, I give it to Morocco. Because, yeah, Morocco has won none. Morocco's the only country is very dominant. Thanks to Europe. Anyways, we got another one is Paraguay versus France. I know what is coming. 0-1. 0 for Paraguay, 1 for France. Which means I got my predictions right. So I got 1. And yes, this one I talked about Kansas versus Morocco, which is I got it wrong. And also, next up is Sunday, July 5th. Brazil versus Norway. Brazil has 1, and Norway has 2, unfortunately. Actually, Brazil scored the last one penalties by Neymar Jr. I thought he was retired, but Neymar Jr. is still here. And also, my prediction score for Brazil and Norway is 5-0. 5-0 Brazil. However, Erling Haaland finds the way to beat those 5-time champion of the World Cup. Norway has won none of these World Cups. So yeah. Congratulations, Norway. Congratulations, Erling Haaland. Yes. Norway's getting dominant now thanks to Haaland. Because Haaland is a Man City player. He's dangerous. And next up, we got Mexico versus England. And also, I wish I could root for England, but I decided to root for Mexico. But turns out, yeah. My prediction score is 0-0 and 5 on penalties for Mexico and 6 on penalties for England. But turns out, Mexico has 2-3. Dos, tres. 2 for Mexico and 3 for England, which means England has won against the host nation, Mexico. 1 Canada down. Now Mexico. Yep. How painful. Heartbroken for the Mexicans. But I'll give it to England, though, because England is a one-time champion of the World Cup anyways. So, yeah, they try to be dominant, and I hope they win the Euros. But anyways, we got Portugal versus Spain. This time I stream Portugal versus Spain because their Spain is a one-time champion. And like I said, again, I remind y'all, if you guys don't understand what I don't want to stream Portugal because not just Portugal, those who didn't have the World Cup or those who are not host nations, all I stream on World Cups, those who have won the World Cup. So yeah, so that's why I stream Portugal versus Spain because Spain has won one World Cup. yeah, unfortunately for Portugal, it's 0-1. 1 for Spain, 0 for Portugal. And also, sadly, Ronaldo or CR7 or the GOAT. Unfortunately, I see I shall be crying, tears up. And yes, I wish Ronaldo was lift that World Cup trophy. I wish I could see him that, but the Iberian Derby wasn't going well because Spain has taken revenge against Portugal. And at the Nations League, Portugal won the Nations League, but now Spain has getting revenge by knocking Portugal out. Ronaldo, it's his last game. So, adios, Ronaldo. Yeah, he just left, and my prediction scores for 1 for Portugal, 2 for Spain. Next up, United States versus Belgium. 1 for the United States, 4 for Belgium. My prediction scores 1-1. Means we're tied, and 4 for the United States of penalties, and 2 for Belgium of the penalties. And however, Belgium wins. Score the last minute. And the third score, that means our freaking referee was supposed to block the dang ball. All they had to do is take it away. That's your freaking job. Only that. Let me repeat that to you. All you have to do is block the damn ball. Block the damn ball. Isn't that hard? This is exactly what happened to U20. Morocco beating us. How humiliating, how embarrassing what I've just seen in my own eyes. Oh my god, Mauricio, I thought you did a good job. I thought you did a good job of strategizing your team, but you need to do better next year because it's going to be a Gold Cup next year. And also, I'm going to make a concept too on 4, which is I'm going to stream France versus Morocco next. Well, yeah, I don't shed tears. Luckily, I don't shed tears. But I'm genuinely pissed off that my team lost. It's not the first time that my team loses to every World Cup. We lost every World Cup. We always losing of World Cups. We always lost. I knew Belgium. I knew it's coming what Belgium did. It's not just because it's not just because God didn't give us a miracle. It's not God's fault. No, I don't blame my God because I'm a Christian, right there. But however, the only burden is the only sinner is that Cheeto head man. And you guys know what I mean. And please don't mention it. Because you guys, I'll give y'all a hint. Which is I don't want to get involved. But anyways, that aside, I got over it. Don't worry. But I pray that I keep on praying. We remain resilient. That we can win the Gold Cup against Mexico this time. Or Canada. Or Panama. But anyways, Argentina versus Egypt. 3 for Argentina, 2 for Egypt. And my prediction score is 1-0. Which is my prediction score is wrong as well. So yeah. And also, I was rooting for Egypt. I prayed for Egypt. But let me remind you, I don't hate Argentina. All I hate people, those who are racist, who are discriminative, and there are blasphemous burdens to God, because God don't like burdens. He don't like burdens because he doesn't like racism. For me personally, I hate racism. And also for Egypt scored 2-0 against Argentina. I'm glad Messi about to score a penalty, but turns out thanks to speech distraction, thanks to his barking skills, yeah, he won. It worked. And however, to his dismay, we've been robbed. Not we. I meant Egypt. Egypt's being robbed. 3 for Argentina. Tres. Tres Argentina. Argentina. Dos Egypt. And yes, Messi has officially robbed them. Scoring the last minute, I think. But yeah. Wow. Just wow. They were robbed. Egypt's been robbed. The only one last only last African country is Morocco. I hope Morocco will beat France this time because France used to beat Morocco back at the semifinals, back at the World Cup in Qatar. So yeah, at the semifinals, but the French has dominated them. But anyways, next up, last one, Switzerland versus Colombia, and my British score is 0-2, with 0 for Switzerland, dos for Colombia. And however, it's wrong, which is I got Argentina versus Egypt wrong, and also they scored 0-0, score none. 4 for penalties for Switzerland, 3 for penalties for Colombia. Yeah, I was praying for Colombia to score, but no, Switzerland has won. And now Switzerland is going to face Argentina soon, but yeah. Yep. 1 right, 7 wrong. 1 out of 8. Of course. These prediction scores, sometimes yeah. The official scores, like you're watching the World Cup, is unpredictable, trust me. But anyways, let's get to the quarterfinals predictions. My quarterfinals predictions. So yeah. And we got July 9th, which is today, and today is 4 p.m., which is I'm going to stream France versus Morocco, and my prediction score is 5-2. 5 for France, 2 for Morocco. And yes, I can feel that France is gonna dominate them again. Of course. And I hope Morocco will beat France as revenge, payback, back into Qatar. And yes, I wish Morocco would score against France. And also, we got July 10th. We got Los Angeles, which is I'm going to stream that. Spain versus Belgium. And Spain has 3-0 against Belgium. 3-0 for Spain. España, 3, España. However, yeah, for Belgium, they beaten us, but this is just payback for us. But still, though, I don't want Spain to win because Spain already has a World Cup. They have won, but still, though. But anyways, and next up is the third one is July 11th. And I'm going to stream that as well, which is Norway versus England. And we got 0-3. 0-3 for England, 0 for Norway, and 3 for England. I hope England will beat Norway because Norway is dominant. Because I got a bad feeling for my other scenario that Norway will beat England's ass. They'll take England. They'll take the English back home to London, because Erling Haaland is getting more dominant. That's what Norwegians are, more dominant Europeans as usual, except the European descendants of South America, Argentina versus Switzerland. Argentina has 2-0. That's my prediction scores. 2-0. 2 for Argentina. Which is I'm going to stream that too. Yeah. Argentina is going to kick Swiss ass. Trust me, Lionel Messi ain't playing around. Seriously, Lionel Messi ain't playing around. And the other Argentinians, even Montiel, the one who scored the last goal of the World Cup, which is making Argentina wins the World Cup back in Qatar. 2022 Qatar at the finals against the French. Well, I feel bad, a little feel bad for Mbappe and French President Macron, but still, I want Speed to be happy just to see Argentina lose. What I want is Morocco and England will be at the finals, that's what I imagine, but I don't know if they can make it through these monsters, which means dominant countries, football powerhouse, especially Europe, especially South America. Also, one African nation left is Morocco. So yeah, hope get my predictions right, because I'm on the stream today, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Today's July 9th. I know it's late, I know it's 3, but still, I'm determined. But anyways, thank y'all for watching, and I'll see you. Thank y'all for watching, and I'll see you at live with France versus Morocco. And I hope Morocco win, because I decided to root for Morocco. And yeah, because Morocco hasn't even won the World Cup. But Morocco is the only dominant country left. I hope Morocco will get payback against the French, including Mbappe. Thank you. Merci. Bismillah. Have a good night. Bye bye.